Welcome everybody to the Avengers podcast, where we talk Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and more. I'm your host Peyton, and with me is my co-host Torn. Yo. Before we get started today fully, I have an announcement to make. Well, not really an announcement, more of a statement. As of, I think, 5 days ago, prior to recording this, we will have been doing this podcast for a full year.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, we've been doing this podcast for a little over a year now. Our first episode was September 6th, 2021.
Dang. Holy shit.
Pretty crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been a year. But I guess here's to another year then.
Yes.
Yeah, so have you seen anything good recently?
Well, let's see. I kind of been slacking a little bit, just a little bit.
The binge god has gone away temporarily. Oh no.
Yeah, if I wasn't doing renovations and stuff to this house, then I would be watching stuff more. But actually, let me check my log for Letterboxd. Oh well, yeah, I forgot. So I watched Bumblebee the other day.
Yes.
Oh my god, spectacular!
It's so good.
I am so ready for Rise of the Beast. I get like the occasional Bumblebee edits or whatever. I saw one on Bumblebee, and everyone's saying like, "Oh, this movie was so good." You have the comments, and people were just trying to be different, or like, "Oh, this movie wasn't that good," like whatever. And people were saying that it has no plot, and I'm like, "Where are you getting this from?" Like, maybe the plot was just like, of course, it was super simple, and like, yeah, it's a cliche movie, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have any plot. So I don't know what the fuck these people were talking about. I watched Constantine with Keanu Reeves.
That's right.
I'm gonna say that. It's not a Constantine movie. Like, I don't think Keanu's Constantine. Like, it would be way better.
But it's Keanu.
Yeah, but he's not Constantine though.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but just from what he's not really the Constantine we know and love.
Of course, like, he looks cool. Like, he gets the serious part down well enough, but like he doesn't like really quip a lot. The movie was just very average. Then again, it's 2005 after the movie release. So you get what you get, I guess. But the movie would have been way better had it not been a Constantine like title.
Mm-hmm.
But that was that. It's an average movie. And then I watched Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Really great movie. Great movie. Action packed, of course. Very, very like paced very well. And I love the development of Jamie Foxx's character in the movie. And it's very, very good. Yeah, it came out 2004. And it still holds up. So, and it also has Mark Ruffalo in it, who plays a detective again. And then he does the same thing 3 years later in Zodiac. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, of course, he has like a goatee and his hair's slicked back. But whenever you see Mark Ruffalo, you always see his curly hair and like either like a little like afro or like just kind of like with a cut. And then I was like, is that Mark Ruffalo? I was like, nah, it's not Mark Ruffalo. I was like, wait, it is Mark Ruffalo. And I was like, damn. But yeah, the movie's good, and that's all I watched like this week, which is those movies.
Yeah, I'm not a binge god, so I didn't really watch anything new, but I did rewatch Thor: Love and Thunder, and I loved it even more the second time. I was even hyper fixed on like the stuff that people didn't like the goats and the humor or whatever. I don't know, it still all worked for me. That being said, when we did our Thor review, I did say, like, after I see it again, I'd probably have my definitive answer on whether I like it more than Ragnarok, and I don't. I do think Ragnarok is still better, but I don't think Love and Thunder is far off at all. It's still great.
Exactly. I still would have to give it a second watch, but I don't know, man. I really just love the parallel between Gore and Jane. I think that's like one of the best parts of the film for me. besides, of course, the action and stuff like that. I still wanted to see I still want to see the deleted scenes of that movie, because we were talking about how there was a scene cut from when they were in Olympian City, with Valkyrie and that one chick. It was kind of like a weird cut. I still feel like the movie would have been way better had we seen more of Meek.
Of course,
Meek would have carried, honestly.
Meek and Korg together.
I still really do think that we deserve a Korg and Meek series. Give it the I Am Groot treatment, which was just shorts.
Yeah, it's kind of blasphemous that it hasn't happened yet.
Seriously.
No, but even the goats were not as abrasive, except in that first scene. But they're meant to be abrasive in that first scene. That's kind of the whole point of the scene. The ghosts didn't seem as bad. I was hyper fixated on the serious dramatic scenes. I was like, where's the jokes? There were none, because they took them seriously. I keep seeing people mad about the whole oh, it's a grenade, but it's a portable speaker thing, because it was just a serious scene about her cancer. Then, oh, look, it's a portable. That wasn't even the scene. She had a moment. She opened the door to Valkyrie. Valkyrie was all like, "You good?" She was like, "Yeah, are you ready to go?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." And that at that point, the serious scene's over. She was like, "Do you have any weapons?" And then she started showing off the weapons. There is no humor tension break there or whatever. It's a good movie. It's good. But other than that,
I can't wait. In literally 3 or 4 years where everyone's gonna be like, Thor: Love and Thunder is amazing. It's underrated. Oh my god, this phase is gonna be so. I'm gonna be so happy when all these motherfuckers are gonna be like, man, this shit was a really good phase. And I'm like, we're gonna be one of those people who were like, yeah, we told you so. Yeah, it's gonna be so funny.
I feel like what happened was we just got super weird camp with Multiverse of Madness, and it goes straight into super hyper comedic Taika Waititi. Was probably too much for people. I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah, because I don't know, it's one of the things where people are like, oh, it's overly comedic, and I feel like Taika shouldn't have wrote the script. I'm like, well, you don't know Taika, but Taika does it I feel like he does it really well, a blending in serious comedic moments a little bit more other films, and more. I feel like he does it better in Hunt for the Wilder People, I heard. But
still haven't seen that.
I just his writing. I heard it's on Netflix or it's on Hulu, but I'll probably watch it tonight. But yeah, I like Taika. I like Taika's writing and direction in most projects.
Yeah, he's a great creative. But other than that, I also watched the making of the Marvel Studios assembled for Thor: Love and Thunder. And I watched the behind the scenes. It's not really behind the scenes. It's more like a follow Ewan McGregor as he comes back to the role for Obi-Wan. And I love these things. If anyone's interested in filmmaking or the whole process behind it and what it's sort of behind the scenes, I always this stuff is great. All the Marvel Studios assembled stuff has been really good, and this Obi-Wan thing was also great too. They also did stuff for the Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian, which were really cool. But yeah, the Love and Thunder one, it got sort of deep into Hemsworth and sort of how much he was involved with the project, which was seemingly a lot more than Ragnarok. There's a whole scene with him and Taika going back and forth on what a scene should be. The scene where Thor does the splits on those two incoming things, motor. I don't even know what to call them. Those speeders. And he does the splits and stops them. That was Hemsworth's idea. And so it's cool that he has a lot more input, and he seems to genuinely care about this character. He clearly always cared about the character, but more so, especially now, ever since this whole reinvention of the character with Taika Waititi. And obviously Taika's great as always. And they also talk about how with Jane's cancer, it's like Jane finds humor to cope with that, which a lot of people just didn't seem to catch on to, I guess. But yeah, that stuff was great. And the Obi-Wan stuff was, because they documented Ewan and Hayden reuniting and stuff like that, which was just super sweet to see. And they also showed, which you can't even really see in the episode, Hayden is in his episode 3.
Yeah, he's
like,
in episode 3.
I was like, God, I wish we like saw him closer up with that. But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, but I saw that clip today. I saw a clip of that today, and I was like, oh my God, that's like, it's so like heartwarming. Because it's also one of the things where it's like, both Hayden and Ewan love these characters so much. And yeah, like, of course they would like reprise their roles in a heartbeat for sure.
It was great stuff. But yeah, that's all I watched pretty much. So that's that. We have a great show for everyone this week. We're of course going to be talking about D23 and all the stuff that was revealed and released. So let's get into the news of the week. Before we get into that, of course, there is time codes in the show notes of the description. So if you want to jump around, you can go ahead and do that. So let's start off with some Star Wars news. Iman Esfandi is confirmed to star as Ezra Bridger in Ahsoka, which is surprising to me because I thought the guy who played Aladdin in that live action Aladdin movie was going to play Ezra, but I guess not. I guess maybe that was just a rumor that's been, simmering for so long. I kind of just forgot it was a rumor. But yeah, so this guy Iman Esfandi is going to be playing Ezra, and if anyone's seen any pictures of him and has seen Rebels, bro looks exactly like Ezra. It's like kind of uncanny. It's weird. So he's clearly going to be a great choice. So I'm absolutely not worried about that. But yeah, moving on to some DC news, some unfortunate news. This is according to CNBC. Dan Lin will not take on the role of DC's film and TV chief for Warner Brothers Discovery after negotiations with Warner Brothers Discovery broke down, which is, not a good sign considering it was like Dan Lin's dream job to be the head of DC. So the fact that he was in talks and everything kind of fell apart is, it's not looking good, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Which, I talked about it, I think it was last week, or like hearing some of those interviews with him. He was clearly very passionate. So it was pretty exciting that he was an option, but now he's off the table. So yikes. But Michael Bishop is going to replace Jordan Elsas as Jonathan Kent in Superman and Lois season 3. And Torrin's seen a picture of this new guy. Bro looks
he looks literally identical, like, to Alex Garland, bro.
He literally looks like both of the actors combined, and he has like the dark, like sort of moppy hair, so he looks even more like more like siblings. You know what I mean?
Another thing, I think hold on, hold on. What was his name again?
The new one?
Yeah.
Michael Bishop.
Michael Bishop. Man, I don't care about no freaking football star named him, bro. What the hell? Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. I was right. He's Australian.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's Australian.
Of course he is.
Yeah, right. Everyone that's not English is taking up all the roles in Hollywood. Crazy. Yeah, it's insane. Can't wait to see how he is in the show. I still need to finish season 2 of Superman and Lois.
Yeah, you did. It's great. Like I said, however many weeks ago that was.
Yeah, I good thing I have my HBO Max back, so
yeah,
I can get right into that. I wish you can log. I really need to start logging in shows. I want Letterboxd to have an option where you can log in shows. But I know there's another app like that.
Serialized, I think it's called.
Yeah,
I use it. I kind of use it. I don't know if I like it. Like it's clearly like it's a Letterboxd clone, but like it's, I don't know, something about it I don't like. And it's like it shows like reviews like up front, and most of it's like memes or like people just being assholes, and I don't know, I'm not a fan.
I just want that option for Letterbox, bro.
I know. I just add shows, Letterbox. What are you doing? Or make another app. Call it Letter Show. I don't know.
Letter squared. What's that? I don't know what's the opposite of Roblox.
What? Sphere? I don't know.
Yeah, letter sphere. There we go. That'd be a good thing.
I need it. Titan season 4 will premiere in November.
Yes.
That kind of crept up on us, didn't it?
It did, because like I figured out why I like Titan so much. It's just a guilty pleasure for me. I don't know why. I just like Titans.
That makes sense. I mean, it's like if you ignore the plot, it's
yeah.
solid stuff.
If you ignore the stuff, like, you know, it's solid.
It's crazy how good season 3 started off. It could have been amazing.
Right.
It fell hard. It fell flat in its face so hard. Oh my god. I thought end of season 2 was bad. Is what it is. I don't know. James Gunn has confirmed that Harley Quinn will return in the DCEU, which means she's likely to show up again in one of his projects, whether that's like a Harley Quinn solo project or, you know, she shows up in, I don't know, something else, Peacemaker season 2 or something. I don't know. She's coming back. So that's obviously very exciting. Margot Robbie. It's always good to see Margot Robbie in that role. She clearly loves that role. She's clearly very passionate about it, and just watching Birds of Prey, that comes through very clearly. So excited for that. Also, the day we're recording this is the 30th anniversary of Harley Quinn being introduced in Batman the Animated Series.
Dang, it's crazy. I didn't know that.
30 years.
I just be reading comics, bro, for real. I don't care about the introduction dates.
Comics are for nerd. Well, no, she was introduced in Batman the Animated Series. I mean,
oh, the animated series.
Yeah, that was her first appearance. That she was created for the show.
Oh yeah, damn. I still think that's like bottom 2 Batman for like stuff for me.
I will end the podcast right now. I will hit stop recording so fast.
No, I'm kidding. I want to watch more of it. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Bro hasn't gotten to peak fiction. You hate to see it, but there was a new Black Adam trailer. So
that trailer was a lot better.
It was a lot better, but at the same time, my son died so I could live. These powers aren't a gift; they're a curse.
Very generic. Very generic.
Every time, choose some new dialogue. Oh my god.
No, but like The Rock is a menace. Bro literally like he literally promoted Black Adam, but before in the tweet he said like all best peace to the Queen, you know, to the royal family. I'm like, bro.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll pull up the tweet right now. It was just like, why, bro? Like,
yeah, well, we saw some more Dr. Fate, which is great to see. We got a lot more of the JSA actually, and we were texting about it, and you pointed out, and it's true that they're in this trailer at least. They're making it. They're more so making him out to be the villain in this trailer than the past trailers, which is great because, you know, he's a villain. Also, the JSA are the X-Men. So that's cool, I guess. Which was so random. It caught me off guard. The whole freaking yard just transforms, and out comes the freaking X-Jet, like, and looks so similar.
Okay, I guess that tweet was fake then.
Dang.
Because the tweet was like, my prayers go out to the royal family, but new trailer for Black Adam just released. I was like, bro.
Man, that's tough. Anyway, Black Adam coming soon.
We're trying to get John Cena, not John Cena, The Rock to follow me.
Just DM John Cena. Hey, man. You know The Rock, right? Because, you know, John Cena does follow you.
Let me see. There we go.
Doesn't follow me. Doesn't follow the podcast. Follows Tor.
I can show you how John Cena can follow you.
Post an anime pic or something? No.
I won't say it on the podcast. So gatekeeping.
Jeez.
You gotta meet him personally, which means you gotta become invisible.
Oh. Yeah, well, moving on to some Marvel news. This is according to John Campea, so take it with a grain of salt. Apparently, Jodie Comer is rumored to play the MCU's Sue Storm.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that on TikTok.
She'd be a solid choice.
Facts.
I mean, I'm of the mindset that if she's white and blonde, that's not a hard role to cast. I don't really care who's Sue Storm, to be honest. But yeah, she was great in Free Guy. She was amazing in Free Guy, actually. So like, yeah, that'd be a great choice. I think she'd fit really well into the MCU. So yeah, more Fantastic Four rumors. We'll get to Fantastic Four later. Skydance New Media revealed their new Marvel game from Amy Hennig at their Disney Plus, or not Disney Plus, D23 game showcase. And it appears to be an adventure game featuring Captain America and Black Panther. Hip hip hooray. Amy Hennig also said that the game will be in the same vein as her Uncharted games. So thank God. It's going to be, like single player adventure type game instead of, games as a service, live type, whatever, trash. But yeah, it's going to be set in World War II, of course. Captain America, it's not going to be T'Challa, of course, because, he wasn't around during World War II. I forgot the exact character's name.
T'Chaka?
No, I think it was before T'Chaka, actually. Whoever's before that doesn't really matter. It's Black Panther and Captain America. So that is cool. There's also going to be two other playable characters. I believe one's just another soldier and one's a Wakandan soldier, maybe part of the Dora Milaje. I know it's a woman. So yeah, that's I love the concept of this. Amy Hennig is a great creative. It's an adventure game, single player game. Marvel needs more straightforward single player games like, Spider-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, that's just the hit track record is a lot more consistent with those than when they try to do something multiplayer based. So yeah, but that's the news. That is the news of the week, which means it's time to move on to our topic. Which isn't really a topic. It's just D23. D23 happened, of course, this past Saturday. So good, stuff happened.
I really wanted to go there, but tickets were all sold out.
You hate to see it. Well, it wasn't worth it anyway because D23 was late. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to start out. We're going to talk about the Lucasfilm Marvel Studios panel because outside of that, I mean, there was some Pixar stuff. We don't really talk about Pixar here, but there was some interesting stuff there. So we're going to talk about the Lucasfilm Marvel Studios panel. I'm going to start off with Lucasfilm. Kathleen Kennedy has described Andor as a 24-episode spy thriller, and apparently season 2 is close to starting production.
Damn, they ain't playing around.
They're not. I mean, I talked about it like back before the first trailer even dropped, I think on the podcast, that like the fact that they had a season 2 greenlit before the first trailer dropped. So I was like, they got to be confident in this. They got to be real confident in this series. And then that first trailer dropped and I was like, oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm excited. I'm excited for Andor. September 21st, 3-episode premiere, 12 episodes. So, we won't be fiended. we won't be, we won't have that 6-episode shit.
Bro can't even speak.
I can't even.
Bro, so excited for this.
I am. It looks so good. It looks so good. It's the only show, Marvel or Star Wars, that we've gotten so far, in my opinion, that actually looks like a movie, which is kind of what they sold us on with this whole thing.
Did you see the quality of Miss Marvel, bro? I'm just kidding.
Oh. I think the closest we got was Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's definitely the closest.
But yeah, it looks like Rogue One. I love in Rogue One, like that's not even my favorite Star Wars movie. It's not even my top 3. I don't even think it's my top 5. Or maybe it is. I don't remember. But I adore the sense of scale in Rogue One. It's so good. And you get that in at least in what we've seen of the show. 12 episodes, spy thriller. I just based on the trailer, I imagine it's going to go into more of the politics within Star Wars, which is going to be great for prequel fans. It's super exciting. This is awesome. We're going to be actually see some clone troopers in live action finally. I mean, technically we saw some, but not in the way we're getting it in this. I'm so excited for this. And season 2 starting production soon, which means we'll probably get season 2 next year. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I was gonna ask about the timeline of Andor, but I got it now.
Isn't it 5 years before Rogue One?
It is 10 years after Rogue One.
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah. I believe it's like before Rogue One.
I think it's mostly 5 years before Rogue One, but I think there will be even more flashbacks before then. But I think the bulk of the series is 5 years before Rogue One. And then I believe season 2 is only a year before Rogue One. I think that's what it was. But you better watch this show as it's coming out, because you haven't even seen Mandalorian season 2 yet. Like,
bro, why are you like doing this to me right now?
I'm getting on your ass. You gotta stop slacking.
I'm sorry that I'm watching other films right now, but you know what? I'll continue my Star Wars marathon. I got you with that. I gotta get my Star Wars marathon on.
You better.
I gotta find that picture you sent me of the.
I can just send it again.
Yeah, the non-filler stuff.
Yeah, which is still a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch season 2 premieres January 4th with 16 episodes. This comes as kind of a surprise because everyone was expecting Bad Batch to release at least this winter, like at the latest, but we're getting it in January of next year, which makes sense because Andor's 12 episodes. Although, like, we're getting a 3-episode premiere, but still, that's like it'll span a couple months. So it makes sense that they won't drop 2 Star Wars things at the same time. And Bad Batch season, I mean, that's exciting in its own way. I think I like Bad Batch more than other people, but I think season 2 is going to be better. Just, learn from your mistakes kind of thing. Although they didn't really make any mistakes. It was more just kind of filler-y a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you haven't seen Bad Batch, have you?
No, I haven't. I heard it's mid. So I'm probably not gonna watch it.
No, you gotta watch it.
I haven't really been a fan of I wasn't really a fan of the Clone Troopers, to be honest. I think that's like one of the worst parts of like the Clone Wars for me.
You better say you're joking now, otherwise you're gonna get flamed.
No, Captain Rex is good.
Of course he is. Tales of the Jedi premieres October 26th, consisting of 6 episodes, 3 focused on Ahsoka and 3 focused on Dooku.
You said Tales of the Jedi?
Yep, Tales of the Jedi, and of course we also got a Tales of the Jedi trailer, which looks...
Yeah, I love it, man. I was really excited for that. Like, I'm excited for it now. I'm excited for the project now because, like, oh man, dude, young Dooku.
Yeah, young amazing. Dooku. You also see his apprentice, which is young Qui-Gon.
Yes, sir. And more Mace Windu. Yay!
Yay! More Mace asshole.
Yeah, he is an asshole, bro.
He was a prick, especially in the Clone Wars.
Oh, definitely. But bro's like one of the main reasons Anakin turned. Well, not main, but he's definitely up there for sure.
Yeah, he's also one of the reasons Ahsoka couldn't get to Anakin.
Yep.
Siege of Mandalore. Fucking asshole. He's like, well, technically Jedi can't. Shut up, Mason. But the trailer looks incredible.
looks amazing.
It looks so good. I mean, obviously it's the same Clone Wars style. It was kind of weird seeing like young, like season 1, 2 Ahsoka, but like with modern, like graphics or whatever. Because it's like, because the animation back in the day was janky. if you rewatch some of season 1, season 2 in the 2008 movie, but now it's looking phenomenal, and just so seeing young Ahsoka is like, whoa. But yeah, so we're gonna, little baby Ahsoka. I wonder. I don't know. My initial assumption was we're gonna get like little baby Ahsoka, little kid Ahsoka, and then like a second episode of like early Clone Wars Ahsoka, and then like later Ahsoka. But I think it might end at early season Clone Wars Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know, man. I just like, man, I really just that the Tales of the Jedi really just like shot up on my radar now.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks amazing, and oh man, because like it's always like one of those things where it's like people like some people across over the years of Star Wars were like, man, like I really want to see like a project of like young Dooku or whatever, like a Dooku origin story, and I guess this is the closest thing we're getting to that. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, and it's 6 episodes, but it's a different kind of 6 episodes. It's 3 episodes each focusing on Ahsoka and Dooku, and I think we're solely focusing on them. I think it's a great way to do it. It's also in such an easy way. I mean, it's called Tales of the Jedi. It's not like it's called Tales of Ahsoka and Dooku. So we can get like a Mace Windu one in like a season 2.
True.
Stuff like that. So that would be, it's so exciting. It's so cool. And it's October 26th, which like we just learned of its existence like not that long ago. And it's already coming out. So that's crazy. But yeah, Ahsoka is the series, the live action series. Ahsoka is still filming, and Mandalorian season 3 is in post production and is going to be released in February 2023. So not too far off. By the time Andor finishes, it'll only be like a couple months away. So it won't be too painful of a wait. But we also got a Mandalorian season 3 trailer, which Torrin didn't watch because he's slacking and hasn't seen the Mandalorian.
Sorry.
But visually it looks like the best season. There's the best character in Star Wars history, Babu Frick, of course. So
no, it's not. No, it's Max. It's Max.
It was until Babu Frick showed up.
No, it's Max. It's always gonna be Max.
No, Babu Frick solos. So
no.
I'm sorry, it has to be said.
I love Max.
Babu Frick is just better. Max is a close second, though.
Max.
But we're getting some more actual like Mandalorian stuff. Mandalorian's heading to Mandalore. Shit's crazy. Presumably Giancarlo Esposito's back. He was on stage, so I imagine we'll see him in season 3. But he wasn't in the trailer. But I hope to see more of him because it's fucking Giancarlo Esposito. But it was a great trailer. I'm super excited to see more of it. I'm super excited to see it when it releases in February. But I was
gonna say I want to see like I want to see the episodes. I want to see if Bryce Dallas Howard is directing any episodes.
Maybe. I hope so.
I hope so because like, dude, she did fucking good on. I was gonna say Mandalorian 2.5. I was gonna say that, but yeah, she did really well on that one Mandalorian episode.
Yeah, and she directed one of the episodes in season 2, one of the seasons of Mandalorian, which was also really good and also had a really nice sense of scale to it. But yeah, that was it for the Lucasfilm part of the panel. It was surprisingly short. I thought maybe we'd get, some more information on like Lando or something. But it is what it is. Maybe some information on like the next movie or something. I don't know. But that didn't happen. It is what it is. But we still got a few extra. We still got a few goodies. So that's perfectly fine by me. So then Marvel Studios came along and was like, hey, we're better than you. So Ryan Coogler came on stage and he said that Black Panther 2 is still in the editing process. And apparently Black Panther 2 focuses on the rest of the world trying to capitalize on getting Wakanda's resources when they're at their weakest.
Yes.
Because, you know.
Man, you want to know what would have been a great addition to this movie? Because of
Ryan
that same
Gosling.
plot? No.
Doom?
Ryan Reynolds. Jesus.
Oh.
No, Claw. He would have been
my-
such a good addition to this movie.
Oh,
that
don't
plot.
remind me.
Man, bro. Jesus.
The worst thing they've ever done in Marvel. I don't care
See,
what
like-
anyone says. Oh, the ice cream song. Oh, Thor, they ruined Thor's good. Nah, they killed Claw. That's the worst thing they've ever done.
Man, bro. Like, I like at first, like you were like, you know, more mad at it than I was, and at first I was like, man, you know, I just it's whatever.
It's
like,
whatever.
And then I thought about it and I was like, wow.
Yeah, Claw, you know, like the Black Panther villain, Claw. Gone.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
Andy Serkis is so good too. It was so fun. Why?
Man. I love the scene where he's getting interrogated. He's like, baby, don't hurt me no more. That shit was amazing.
That man's Alfred now. That's weird to think about.
He's Alfred.
But we didn't get too much stuff from Ironheart. They got some footage at a D23. I'm not jealous at all, but you know, we did get confirmation that Jim Rash will return as his character from Civil War in Ironheart. If you don't know who Jim Rash is, he plays the dean in Community, but also he plays the dean of the college that Tony Stark visits in Captain America's Civil War, and he's the one that's talking about how he isn't an invention for like a self-cooking hot dog or some shit like that.
And he was that weird villain in Sky High next to Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
He was indeed. Jim Rash is phenomenal. He's great. So
He's amazing. He's amazing.
I didn't think I'd see him in the MCU again, but I ain't gonna complain. He's the best. So then they moved on to Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and they apparently Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is going to directly link with Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, which makes sense considering Kang is in the movie. So that's really, really cool. I'm so excited to see Ant-Man 3, which is not after Ant-Man 2. I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't hate Ant-Man 2, but like, I don't know, the direction they're going with Ant-Man 3, I'm pretty excited. And the best, you know, Kang being directed to Kang Dynasty, you know, it's cool, whatever, who cares? Because Randall Park is going to return as Jimmy Woo in Ant-Man 3. The Woo is back.
I can't wait to see more Jim.
The MC Woo returns.
Facts. MC Woo. Jeez. Man, that man had his own trend going on. He dominated 2020. The first half of 2021. Man, but I mean, he deserves all the praise because he's the Woo. So
He absolutely does. You see that video of him rapping?
yes,
Bro was killing it.
and he's a magician too. So
Yeah.
God.
But,
what an icon. Seriously.
Yeah, he is the best. But then we finally got some new stuff. Werewolf by Night is finally, after being rumored and essentially confirmed for months now, is finally officially confirmed, and it's releasing next month, which is nuts.
Yep, the Halloween special, man.
Yep, directed by Michael Giacchino.
Still looks so good.
Yeah, we got a trailer, and it is clearly inspired by 30s and 40s horror movies.
I mean, it's amazing. So
yeah, it's clearly like a campy horror, where it's like the characters are clearly like, it's not like Doctor Strange where they're like sort of goofing around. It's more like the characters are really serious, but the way the story is told is more goofy. But like you see in the trailer, it looks a lot more violent, doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
Like people's limbs were getting cut off. There was blood splatters and shit.
You see that final shot, you see, the little glimpses of like someone getting ripped apart.
Yeah, like, and there's freaking Man Thing is in it. He looks freaking phenomenal, and he's like, because Man Thing is his whole thing. He burns whoever he touches, whoever, I forgot what the saying is, whoever fears or something, he burns when he touches them. And like you see just the tiniest frame, like a couple frames where he's like clearly like holding someone's head and their head is burning like it's crazy. And he looks incredibly comic accurate. It's sick. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this. I don't think anyone realized it was going to be 30s, 40s horror. It's in black and white. So that's also interesting. People are like, it's not going to be black and white when it releases. It's clearly going to be black and white when it releases. It's good. Like,
although I do want to see a version in color.
Nah.
I'm saying I would want to see it in color as well.
Nah.
But black and white is just as great.
Black and white's the way to go.
You know me. I'm not a fan of like black and white like media as much as
So you hate Better Call Saul?
No, I don't hate Better Call Saul. I'm just saying.
That's what you said.
I didn't say
you
that.
said you hated Peak Fiction. That's exactly what you just said.
What the fuck?
That's what I don't know what to tell you. That's what you said.
I can't say anything right now. Twist my words.
I didn't twist your words. That's what you said.
No,
you said Torrin, co-host of Avengers podcast, hate Better Call Saul. That's what you said.
Oh, no, can't deal with this anymore. But still, Werewolf by Night is gonna be awesome, and I want to see his edition later on in the MCU.
Hell yeah!
Maybe
Unless we don't.
Season 2.
True.
If not, then that would be wasted.
But will we see Blade?
Oh, definitely.
Hopefully. We got a Secret Invasion trailer.
Pretty cool. Pretty dope. It's
pretty cool. We didn't. It didn't show too much, which is obviously ideal, especially since it's more of a teaser than anything. But Nick Fury's looking great. We got a tiny little glimpse of some scroll action. Ben Mendelsohn's back as Talos, and he's great. Clearly more of a serious tone, which immediately I saw someone comment, finally something serious. Shut the ooh.
Yeah. Go to DC where your extended universe is failing.
But it's a more serious tone, which I completely all for. I just I also want variety in my cinematic universe. So, but yeah. Okay. Secret Invasion looks cool. We didn't really get a ton of information on it, stuff that we already knew. But yeah, other than the trailer. So it looks great. I'm super excited. It comes out early next year, I believe. I don't think they gave an exact release window other than that. So I'm guessing like February or March, something like that. So yeah, Secret Invasion. Also, apparently they confirmed that Armor Wars is still happening. Don Cheadle came on stage, who is in Secret Invasion. He apparently Armor Wars comes straight out of Secret Invasion. So like Armor Wars is set right after. So I don't know how much it'll actually tie in or whether it's just timeline wise, it comes right after. But yeah, so Armor Wars is still happening. They didn't give much information other than the fact that is apparently going to start shooting later this year. So that's great stuff. We talked about Jimmy Woo earlier and how he's the best thing to ever exist in the MCU, but he might have some competition.
Just so.
You're gonna need I'm gonna need help pronouncing this. Fuck it, I even want to try. I don't want to come on as the guy from Everything Everywhere All at Once in Indiana Jones.
Oh, Ki-Hei Kwan?
Yes. You can take the flack if that's wrong. Anyway, he has been cast in Loki season 2 as a TVA employee.
Imagine he starts talking about how he went to the multiverse one time.
Could you imagine? I mean, technically, and with the multiverse, infinite possibilities, it's possible.
Such a nice multiversal reference.
Be so cool, but he's
a thousandfold.
He's such a delight. Imagine like the two most beloved MCU characters are both Asian men. Amazing.
Seriously.
But he's delightful. I love him.
Imagine he starts doing kung fu.
Imagine. I need it.
Like fight scenes in like Loki.
They also showed some footage of Loki season 2, and apparently it's visually different from the first season, but not in like it's a different director, more like because the multiverse kind of broke, everything's like sort of similar, but it has like a off vibe to it. So that's pretty interesting. There's also some scenes that like in that same vein where it's like, this is familiar, but like different. Like apparently there's some scenes mirroring season 1 with Loki and Mobius talking. Almost said Morbius. So close to saying Morbius. So yeah, that's really interesting. But we got 100% confirmation that Matt Shakman is officially directing Fantastic Four and Torn. Are you ready for the cast?
There's no cast.
Yeah, there's no cast. They didn't announce a cast, which honestly makes sense because the fact that, I mean, Matt Shakman just came on board. So like usually the director has some say in casting decisions. So, you know, the fact that John Watts left, maybe they were looking at some people, but he dipped. So now Matt Shakman's here. If anything, they just started casting. So it's not all that surprising, but you know, it is what it is. Echo has wrapped filming. So that is great. Vincent D'Onofrio is confirmed to be in Echo #1, and he will have a bandage over his eye. So, you know, they're going with that comic accurate route, which is, you know, after Hawkeye, it was like, wait a minute. They're not that stupid, right? And then people were quick to point out like, hey, this happens in the comics. It's fine. So, you know, thank God.
All right. Can't wait for people to complain about it.
Honestly, last week was the first episode of She-Hulk, or this past week, I guess, was the first episode of She-Hulk I watched where I just didn't touch comments or TikTok or anything like that. It was good. I enjoyed myself immensely.
I don't even think I remember looking at comments after this week's episode.
It was amazing. I didn't see any toxicity. I was just enjoying it.
Yeah, I just don't remember. Like it's all blurred to me.
Probably for the best.
Seriously.
But yeah, so I mean, that's gonna be the trend for me. I ain't looking at anything no more. I'm done. I am done. Apparently Vincent D'Onofrio, after the Echo thing, didn't leave the stage, and he said he wanted to talk about his show, and then Charlie Cox came out and said, you mean my show? And then you know, there was a Daredevil Born Again sort of logo reveal. It's a new logo. It's the same logo pretty much, but it has the, you know, iconic DD symbol, double D, DD. I don't know what else to call it. It has the classic Daredevil logo behind it. So, you know, is that foreshadowing that we might get it on the actual suit? Who knows?
Better look good. Better be in the corner.
No.
I don't want it to be on the chest.
It should be.
If it is on the chest, no, it shouldn't.
If anyone could pull off a comic accurate Daredevil suit in live action, it's going to be Marvel Studios.
Well, let's see. We'll see how it is.
We will see. But apparently Born Again will begin filming next year. And it's still going to have 18 episodes. So
imagine like the first episode of his, like, it shows like his suit and it's like red leather. What are you doing?
Oh,
it's the leather suit from 2003. I wouldn't be mad at it. I actually laugh.
I just want the thing to go over the bridge of his nose instead of bro looks like Batman. Anyway, you know, speaking of Daredevil, we didn't talk about it that much, but there was a mid-season trailer for She-Hulk, which had some more Daredevil stuff in it. And why do they do that? I hate it when they do that. I'm already sold on the show. You don't need to sell me again. Like, I know it's to like be like, hey, we still have some stuff to show you, you know, try to sell people that maybe left, but it always shows too much stuff. I just sort of skim through it, maybe to look at some of the Daredevil stuff, and it, you know, looks good. But you know, still excited. Also, the red and yellow suit, it's really growing on me.
It looks better than the comics one.
Definitely.
That shit is god awful.
It looks more like a dull gold than it does like a yellow, which is good.
Best.
But yeah, that was pretty much it for the Daredevil stuff. And then we moved on to Captain America New World Order. And apparently, friggin' shocking everyone, Tom Blake Nelson will return as the leader for Captain America New World Order as the main villain, which is
finally get to see his big ass head. Almost 20 years.
Yeah, which is freaking crazy. Like, everyone's sort of speculating, like, the leading theory right now is that in She-Hulk, you know, the Wrecking Crew we're talking about, you know, oh, the boss is going to be happy about this. And the leading theory right now is the leader, because, you know, the Hulk related, that would make sense. And maybe, you know, She-Hulk, the stuff with the leader leads into Captain America. Like, I don't know how, like, so Hulk, I don't know. I don't know. It's exciting.
Seriously.
The lead, man, that's great. Like, we haven't seen this man since 2008. We haven't seen him since 2008, over a decade later.
Freaking Megamind over here. Can't just slap his forehead. You think he has someone to like massage his head?
No.
I know that motherfucker just throbbing with thoughts. God, his head's so fucking big, bro. It's crazy.
The definition of big brain. But apparently Danny Ramirez is going to return as the new Falcon in the film, so that's cool. So more setting up for the Young Avengers. Also, Carl Lumley will also return as Isaiah in the movie, so that's also really exciting.
Might see Patriot.
Yeah, Isaiah Bradley was freaking. He was such a highlight of that series. I wasn't a huge fan of that show, but he was phenomenal for the little bit he was in. So to get him back in this is really, really cool. Why? Why?
Look at this one, bro.
He's just chill. Oh my God.
Look at his head. Look at his head, dude.
Yeah,
it's so elongated.
That better be exactly how he looks in the movie. Otherwise, I'm not watching it.
Oh my God.
I can't believe they're doing the leader. That's nuts. But apparently, Captain America: New World Order is being described as a paranoid thriller, which sounds great. That. Makes sense for Captain America. I need this movie to be good. I need it to be good. I need this movie to shut every racist up.
I want it to be on par with the Winter Soldier.
And I need it to be better than the Winter Soldier. If it's not the best thing Marvel's ever released, then put it in the trash. It has to be bigger than Endgame.
Okay, Warner Brothers. Ongoing projects.
We got there was only one piece of, only one more like new reveal left. They had some stuff for the Marvels. They showed a little bit of footage, but it was just like, hey, this is still happening. You know what I mean? But they announced the Thunderbolts roster, which is, a surprise. Julie Louis-Dreyfus is going to be Val, of course, sort of like the ringleader, I imagine. David Harbour is back as Red Guardian. Ghost from Ant-Man 2. Wyatt Russell is back as U.S. Agent. Awesome. Taskmaster and Florence Pugh's Elena, and freaking Sebastian Stan returns as Bucky in the Thunderbolts, which is really interesting considering
Abomination.
No, considering where Bucky was at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah, I like the Thunderbolts team. I like what we got going on here. It's more grounded. There's no Abomination, but I think with where Abomination is going in She-Hulk, at least by the looks of it, I don't think that was ever gonna.
No, I hope he turns.
No.
Also, I hope they give Taskmaster powers this time.
She had powers in Black Widow.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Shut up. Yes, she did.
She didn't have powers.
Yes, she did.
It was literally all technology.
And?
No.
It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You know who Taskmaster is?
Yeah.
His ability is an actual power. He doesn't use technology.
Okay, that doesn't mean she can't use technology in the MCU.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I want her powers to be like an ability.
Well, too bad, so sad.
No.
Yeah.
It's not comic book accurate. she'll talk though. So
apparently Kevin Feige did confirm that it is the same person in the suit. So it's not like it's going to be a different Taskmaster. It is the same Taskmaster. Also, based on the concept art we got, there's a bit of a design change. So that's kind of cool, but it's essentially the same thing. But
that's fine. I'm gonna complain to Kevin Feige. I want there to be Abomination. They need a Hulk. Happen.
No, they don't.
They need a Hulk.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they're doing perfectly fine the way they are. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Don't think so.
I do think so.
Abomination was on the team in the comics.
That means nothing.
It does.
No.
Not.
Anyway, that was D23. So.
No, I'm complaining right now. I'm sending an email to Kevin Feige right now.
Okay.
That was D23. That was it.
Yeah, that was D23.
Should have been longer.
I thought it was going to be shorter, to be honest, because it was a 2-hour panel, and Star Wars got done pretty much at the 1 hour mark, and Marvel came out and they were like 45 minutes in, and they were only on Ant-Man 3, and I was like, oh no. But they ended up going like 45 minutes extra. So
really? Yeah, that's insane. Hey, you watched the whole entire thing on YouTube, right?
No, it wasn't streamed. It was just updates on Twitter and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, otherwise we'd be seeing Loki season 2 stuff and no footage for us peasants.
Yeah, us peasants who couldn't afford to be there. I should have been there. Should have saw someone sick it.
Could have gotten away with it. Just wear one of those vests, one of those reflective vests. Just walk in, pretend you're security.
No, I'm not have to do that. I'm gonna write that down.
It works for some reason. It shouldn't work, but it does. But yeah, it's D23. A little bit of a shorter episode because it wasn't too much. It was like a weird middle ground. There was like, it wasn't a complete dud, so we couldn't just do a topic, but it also wasn't like so big that like, I don't know. But it is what it is. But is that the show?
That is the show.
Are you gonna try to do the outro by memory?
Yeah, let's see if I can do it.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you for listening to Avengers podcast. Oh fuck. Oh, shit. Shit. I gotta like look at it, and then I gotta like see if I can do it. Hold on.
Man's looking at it. That's cheating.
No. I'm saying I was gonna look at it and then like turn off my phone.
Okay.
Okay. Not my phone. All right. Thank you for listening to the Avengers podcast. If you want to follow us, we're at Twitter. That's AVENG. Oh God, no, fuck this. Dude. I can't do that shit. I can't do this. Okay. All right. Yeah, fuck that. But yeah, that's the show. Thank you for listening to the Avengers podcast. If you want to follow us, we're at Avengers on Twitter. That's AVENGA nerds, all one word. If you want to follow either one of us, you can reach me at nowhere. Follow us on our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, please. Where can they reach you?
They can reach me at @itzenith_ on Twitter.
Sounds good. We have a Discord if you'd like to join the conversation there. Those will be linked in the show notes. You can check out our link sheet for any additional links you may be interested in. You can also review the show in-app on Apple Podcasts. If you can leave 5 stars in a review, it will really help us out. Thanks again for listening to the Avengers podcast. We'll see you next week.
Later. We've been doing this for a year now. We can't even get the outro memorized.
Yeah, it's fine. Like,
no, this is embarrassing. We look like bitches.